Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm filming this video in one go, so if I stumble over my words moving forwards, apologies about that. And also, if the quality of this video is fairly poor as well, if there's any lag, anything like that at all, sadly it cannot be helped, and hopefully it is not too much of an issue for you. This is yet another Eurovision 2023 related video here on my channel, and you've all seen the title of it. It is something of an annual tradition here on RHOC, where I sit down and ramble for ages about why I think a particular country should perhaps win the upcoming edition of the ESC. As I'm recording this video you're watching now, we are only a few weeks away from finding out the winner of the upcoming Eurovision Song Contest, which, as we all know, will take place in Liverpool in the UK on behalf of current champions Ukraine. As always, you're very welcome to let me know your thoughts on anything I discuss in today's video by leaving a comment. Feel free to like the video, share it, whatever it is, it's much appreciated. Thank you very much for all of the support recently, that means a great deal too. And as always, there are links in the description to my other social media pages, check them out if you so wish. So, the song I'm talking about this year is Cha 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 by Käärijä. Now, I've not really thought too much about the structure of this video you're watching now, or indeed exactly what I'm going to say, so just bear with me, we'll see how it goes. Käärijä is 29 years of age from Helsinki. He's a bit younger than me, and Käärijä means someone who rolls or wraps something up. So there you go. His stage name comes from a joke with his friends about gambling, a recurring theme in his music, so I suppose it's a reference to rolling the dice, that sort of thing. He's released one EP and one album that didn't fare terribly well in his own country, and even though he's been in the music industry for years, this is absolutely his breakout hit. After songs in the past, including Rock Rock and Mick Mac, Cha 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 already #1 in Finland and also charted in Iceland. He wrote the song, and he won UMK by an absolute mile, ladies and gentlemen. The first time I heard this song was actually the day after it premiered on YouTube, the lyric video. And I was really excited for UMK. It's one of the strongest national finals, has been for a few years. And in the back of my mind, I was thinking maybe 2023 is the year Finland really challenged hard for that second win after 2006. So we'd had a few of the songs, like No Business on the Dance Floor, and I was really impressed by the songs I was hearing. And then Cha 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 came along, and I thought, oh, this is very different, very arresting, very good. Skip forwards a few weeks, I'm listening to it multiple times a day, and I'm seeing a lot of comments online from people saying it's the best song of the year, it's growing on me, etc, etc, etc. As of right now, there's so much hype for this song. It hasn't died down at any point. And for a song to gain so much momentum and keep that level of momentum at this time of year, only a few weeks before the contest begins, that's very impressive, and a sign that surely that song is onto something very special. This doesn't really feel to me like 2017, when we had Italy, Francesco Gabbani, Occidentali's Cara. That song had so much buzz and so much hype, and it was the favourite to win, the clear favourite to win, for a long time. As soon as Eurovision came along, though, the momentum completely plummeted, and Portugal raced ahead and won by an absolutely crushing margin. Italy didn't even make the top 5. Something tells me with Finland this year, that's not going to happen. For a song to have this much attention, this much love, this much buzz, the chances of it flopping on the night are extremely slim. I'm taking a look here at the UMK results. He was the winner, quite comfortable winner as well, with the international juries. I'm not sure what the UK were watching necessarily, because we gave it 6, whereas every other country gave it 12 or 10. And then the public, 122,822 votes, 52.9% of the outcome, 467 big ones, meaning he won with 539 points in total. Portion Boys were second with a distant 152. Absolutely extraordinary. I was rooting for this song all the way. When I saw the live performance in UMK, though, I wasn't massively blown away. I don't really know why. I think it might have been the colour scheme, of all things to complain about. Maybe the colour scheme wasn't really doing it for me. I am very much under the assumption we are going to get similar staging in Liverpool when the rehearsals begin. I think his first rehearsal, I think it's a week today. I think his first rehearsal. I think he's one of the first people to rehearse. next Monday. Could be wrong, doesn't really matter. But we will then get an indication as to whether the staging is very similar or not. He's there, supremely confident. That's one of the impressive things about this song. This is one of the reasons you could say why Finland should perhaps win this year. Because we have somebody who doesn't seem the slightest bit fazed by being on that stage. It's almost as if they are a born performer. Sometimes you'll watch a Eurovision performance and you can see the nerves on display. And you can see, perhaps, if it's two people, for example, the chemistry, I'm not going to mention names this year, but Mia and Dion from the Netherlands, the chemistry might not necessarily be there, and it might really come through that there is this distance between the two musicians. However, he's by himself, and he's looking super confident. He's looking absolutely ready for action. That's impressive. He is selling the hell out of this track. This is not the sort of song, as well, that takes a while to build up. I'm thinking about Tattoo. Great song. I'm not here to bash this track. It's my fourth favourite of the year at this moment in time. Lorien is also a born performer. But that song takes a while to really get cooking. Whereas this song, we're already cooking it, you know, in the pan. We're already ready to go. As soon as we've got that squawking siren sound, we are invested. And even if you've never heard this song before, like 98% of viewers next month, let's not forget that, a lot of people will not have heard this song before. They won't have any idea how popular it is with Eurovision fans. As soon as they hear it, even if it's not their cup of tea, or coffee, or pina colada, they will be invested with this. Because it's the sort of performance you can't take your eyes off. It's a bit like Croatia in that sense. You want to see what's going to happen next, because it's almost as if you can't believe what's happening in front of you. There's a guy with these big green puffer sleeves, and tight black trousers, and he's in a makeshift boxing ring, and then all of a sudden dancers in pink outfits come out with these really quite scary smiles on their faces. What is going on here? And with Croatia, you're watching it and you're like, the lead singer's got a fake moustache and he's only got some sort of see-through thing covering his bits. What the hell is going on here? But whereas, to me personally, the Croatian song is very messy indeed, this Finnish song almost stops itself from becoming a completely incoherent mess. It's a very well-constructed track, because this could easily be all over the place, like a bull in a china shop, but it's not. There is a little bit of restraint. The first half of the song is frantic, it's wild, it's aggressive, it's confrontational. The boxing ring, you are confronting your opponent. But the second half of the song, it's a lot more placid in a way. It's almost as if now that the person's had a couple of drinks, things are becoming a little bit more woozy, a little bit slower. You're sort of letting the effects of the alcohol calm you down, and you're just along for the ride. You're waiting to see where the rest of the night goes. Let's take a look at some of the lyrics, shall we? Because I'm starting to ramble. Rankka viikkoja paljon pitki päiviä takan. Mielenkiintona pina colada ja ratta. Ilta on vielä nuori ja aikaa kumota. Taajainen ulkokuori on aikaa tuhota. Pidän kaksin käsin kiinni huomista niinku cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha ei. En mieti huomista kun tartan tuopista niinku cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha ei. Very clever as well. This song is in Finnish. Not many people can speak Finnish outside of Finland. Certainly not here in the UK, for example. So the fact that we've got a universal word as the hook, which everybody can get on board with, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha ei, very clever. Very clever. Because, like, as I just mentioned, 98% of people listening to this song for the first time next month, they're not going to have a damn clue what this song is about. They're not even going to bother looking up what this song is about. Their national commentator on TV might not even really explain too much about what this song is about. But they'll be swept up in the cha-cha-cha, just like the crowd in Liverpool, the Eurovision Village, which I'll be at on the 13th of May. Cha-cha, everybody will be singing it along. It's going to be fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. It's very, very clever in that sense. If you have a song in a language that you know not a huge amount of people are really going to understand, having a very simple but effective hook is key. This song excels in that department. And another reason why it will have this broad appeal, because everybody will be swept up in it, singing along, having a blast. Halun olla sekaisin ja vapa huolista ninku cha-cha-cha-cha-cha ei, ja mä jatkan kunnes en enää pisi tuolissa ninku. The rough English translation. This exhausting week and many long days are behind. There's only a bar and pina colada on my mind. It's very relatable to a lot of people. A long week in the office, you want to blow off some steam and have a drink. There is some time for a few, the night is still youngish. This icy shell is something I have to demolish, holding on the drinks with both hands tied on them like a cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. No, there's no tomorrow when I grab a pint tightly like a cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Want to mess my head up and free my mind of fear like a cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. And I stay on this seat until I have to climb off it. And then we move into the second verse. And it's a story. You know, one of the things I try and do in my original writing, if you didn't know, I write a lot of poetry, link in the description, and I had a wonderful bit of praise a few years ago, actually, from one of my lecturers who said my poems were like little plays, because I tell a story throughout them. This song is doing exactly that. At the start, the guy is entering the bar, thinking, right, pour me a drink. In the second verse, I've had a couple of drinks, now I'm feeling a little bit all over the place. The night is still youngish, though, and then as we move into the more popish second half of the song, because we go from techno, rock and rap all blended into some sort of pina colada mix, we then move into something that's a little bit more accessible, which is very impressive as well, because it's not just the same throughout. This song maybe wouldn't work if it was that very aggressive tone all the way through for 3 minutes. It sort of pleases both sides, if you see what I mean. As the song moves on, one eye keeps turning cross too far, talking is so hard when this different side of me does its part. I don't usually go and drop my guard, not me, but now I am that guy. I head towards the dance floor, this world ain't making me scared no more. You're very carefree, you've loosened up, you're feeling good about yourself. It tells this story. I can picture a guy in a bar doing this exact thing. Very, very impressive indeed. In terms of the staging, which I think I've already touched upon, apologies if I'm repeating myself here, but yes, he had this makeshift boxing ring, and then you've got the dancers, they come out, and they're just putting on a show, you know, and a lot of people, once they've had a few drinks, they might think they're ready for anything. They're putting up a bit of a show, they're looking for a fight, they don't really know what they're doing, but they think that they're the best thing on the planet. And these dancers, you know, dancers come out and put on a show. They're not 100% themselves when they're doing the cha-cha-cha or the tango or the waltz or whatever it is. They are putting on this slightly exaggerated persona, perhaps, which might well explain the smiles on the faces of these dancers. So engaging, so impressive, going to go down an absolute storm. On Twitter, ladies and gentlemen, MELLEEYN posted this a few days ago, so credit must go to them. This is them explaining the song. The song is about social anxiety and being free from gender or normative expectations, being a real man. In the first part of the song, he is an angry and shy man after a hard week, and he wants to dance even though he doesn't know how, and he can't because he is expected to be a hard man. So this is sort of, you know, I completely agree with everything this person says, by the way, because I've already read it through. But it's very, very interesting because this is a song, I suppose then, about wanting to be macho, but then also worried that you might make a fool of yourself if you go out onto the dance floor, in the bar, or the disco, wherever it is, and you make an absolute fool of yourself. You won't be seen as this macho figure anymore. So you just let loose, and we see that in the lyric video, which was so impressive. Another reason why Finland should win alone is because of the way that these songs were released and promoted and generated buzz online. The lyric video, where he's just letting loose at the end of the song with the white wig on and he's in the boxing ring just having a good time. That's great. That's not macho at all, really. That's just letting loose, having fun, being yourself, embracing this person that you've become after you've had a few drinks, and you're having fun and you're not really worried about what anybody thinks about you, which is a great message. Be yourself. Don't care what other people think. Embrace your interests. Fantastic. Cha-cha-cha ballroom dancers are the same. They have to respect traditional dance regulations, including that they have to fake smile all the time, and Käärijä controls them with the red ribbons. Yes, indeed. It's almost as if he is controlling them, absolutely. After having some pina coladas, his mind opens little by little and he has more confidence in himself, even though he didn't know how to dance, and he and the dancers become free without regulations. That's why the song is happy in the end. Yes, because you are embracing who you are. Absolutely fantastic. What else does it say here? The lyrics in this 3-minute masterpiece are metaphorical and about social anxiety. To the song itself, it takes in metal, rap, EDM into the song. It is a total journey. As I said earlier, it's like a story, and you're just swept up along with it, with lyrics and music that go hand in hand. So catchy. He was not at all well known in Finland before he won UMK. He had a life-threatening illness about 10 years ago, ending his career in sports. Yes, lovely, lovely, lovely. What else does it say here? His favourite band is Rammstein, German band. That's the tattoo on his chest. And he remembers Verka Seduchka's dancing Lascia Tumbai. Well, he can hang out with Verka because Verka's going to be in Liverpool for this year's contest. From all the videos he has posted, it has become clear he is a funny, sincere, and perhaps due to his illness and past, quite sensitive. So outside these rough looks and silly stuff he does on stage in front of camera, he's got a huge heart. Yeah, he's a really likeable guy. You know, he's been learning English so he can deal with the press and everything for this year's competition. That's wonderful as well. And it's a real success story. You know, this is a guy who's clearly faced some difficulty in the past, this illness apparently, and now he's on the biggest stage of all, being himself, very expressive, and no other song this year has really generated this sort of buzz. No other song this year is getting people as excited, arguably. And especially if Finland get a cushy slot in the final, this could stand out even more and boost Finland's chances of getting that second win. I'll be very happy if it comes out on top. Am I expecting it to happen? Possibly not. The one thing that is potentially stopping Finland from bagging victory in Liverpool is the juries. Because will the juries really be on board with this? Are they really going to appreciate this quite sort of almost ADHD-like staging, if you see what I mean? Are they really going to be on board with it? I'm not sure they are. They might just go with the safer option, which arguably is going to be Tattoo. And like I said earlier, I'm not here to bash Sweden whatsoever. But 10 years from now, 20 years from now, are we going to be looking back at Tattoo, potential ESC 2023 winner, and saying, well, it sort of goes hand in hand with Euphoria. It wasn't really anything particularly fresh or original as a winner. It was a missed opportunity for a country like Finland. We could be saying that. We absolutely could. Even people who like, if not adore Tattoo, they might well be saying a few years from now that actually Tattoo wasn't really anything new for the contest. It felt like just another similar winner to what we've had before. Maybe. I don't know. I personally think that Cha 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 should perhaps win because we've not had anything like this win before. We've never had a song in the Finnish language win before. And as much as I think Loreen is great, she's won before. She's got nothing to prove by being here. You know, it feels, I have to say, a tad manufactured. Bringing her back to Melfest so Sweden can try and tie Ireland's record of 7 victories. Getting the same songwriting team back as well, pretty much. It just feels like almost as if they're trying too hard to bag that win. But it is a really good song at the same time, and if it wins, so be it. I like it. I'm not going to be mad about it. I will be disappointed if it's a very comfortable win. It should be close. It should be competitive every year. And although Finland might win the public vote, they've got to do really, really well with the juries too. But surely the juries won't be ignoring it that much. You can't ignore this. I've already said it. It's such a visually different track. You can't ignore it even if you tried. So the juries have got to bear that in mind, you know? Some people might think Tattoo is a masterpiece. Some people might think Tattoo is just fine, but Cha 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 is more up their street. We'll just have to wait and see next month. I'm not sure I really have much else to say about this song. I thought this video was going to be a lot longer, but I have rambled so much and my throat is actually starting to hurt now from all of the talking. So I think I'm just going to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen, to be completely honest with you. Long story short, if there's only one reason why Finland should perhaps win this year, it's because Loreen has won before. Does she really need to win again? No, she doesn't. But she might. We'll see what happens. This song is just so different. You know, it's risky. It's risky. And some people can really appreciate a risk and it's in the country's own language. That's appreciated a lot by Eurovision fans as well. But it's got this universal sing-along catchy hook that you can just get swept up in, and before you know it, the whole audience is singing cha-cha-cha. He's in command of the audience. And okay, maybe his vocals aren't super bang on the money, but they're not poor in my opinion. They suit this type of track. You know, just being yourself, expressing yourself, having fun, not really caring what people think about you. And if Europe is in the mood for that type of carefree, sort of non-serious stuff, Finland has one hand on the trophy this year. It could be Helsinki 2024. We will just have to wait and see next month. There is not long to go, ladies and gentlemen. And if the hype remains high, if the buzz remains high, if the momentum only continues to build, which it will, I'm sure, over the next couple of days, into the rehearsals and indeed the week of the contest itself, it's going to look really, really good for Finland as well. And of course, you will have people out there who just don't want to see Sweden win again because they've won enough in the past, and they'd rather have Eurovision back in Finland next year. You have got people like that. For me, this song has been my favourite for so long now. Nothing else has really come close to knocking it off the top spot. My number 2 is Norway, my number 3 is the Netherlands. God only knows what Mia and Dion are doing. Alessandra is great, but I'm not sure she's really going to challenge really hard for the win. So it's Finland all the way. I am going to be purchasing a Finland flag very soon as well, indeed. Whether I'll take that to Liverpool or not remains to be seen. But yes, I'm running out of steam now. I really am. I'm not sure what else there is to say about this track. I just think that it's fabulous, and so different, and so unique, and so refreshing, and so fun, and, you know, it's crazy. It's party, as Käärijä would say. It's crazy, it's party. It absolutely is. And somebody who seems very enthusiastic about this contest, totally embracing it, loving every second of it. And so many other people, so many of the other Eurovision artists themselves like this song as well. It would be a very, very popular winner. Could really set him on the way to having an absolutely stellar career, not just in Finland. We'll have to wait and see. Just fabulous, ladies and gentlemen. And Finland do deserve this in a way. They've been building up to this. This is not a country that has gone backwards. This is not a country that has stagnated for years. Yes, I'm looking at you, Ireland. Yes, I'm looking at you, Latvia. Stagnation everywhere you look. Pants, pants, pants. This is a country that is moving forwards. This is a country that's taking it seriously. I said this in a video that I filmed weeks ago. This is a country that knows what it's doing. They are gunning for that second victory, and they deserve it. And this song might be the one to do it. And if not this year, next year you better believe Finland will be coming back and trying hard again to do the business. Absolutely fantastic. And it's in the Finnish language. Come on, I've already said this. Absolutely fantastic. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I rest my case. That is why I think Finland should probably win Eurovision 2023. I know some people might disagree with me. That's completely fine. You're welcome to leave a comment saying so, as long as you do it in a very understandable, respectful manner. The same with other people in the comments if you disagree with what they're saying. If you are the sort of person who's just come onto this video to say that I have no taste and that my opinion is trash, well, that doesn't really benefit anybody. Also, don't know if I mentioned this already, this is official Eurovision merch. I won this in a giveaway. Thank you very much to Frederic from France. He has a channel, Fredovision. If you're watching, it arrived today. It's very big, particularly in the collar region, but it looks quite fabulous, and I'll be wearing this on the 13th of May. So, well, most likely. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I've had enough now because my voice is starting to hurt. What a really chaotic video, but then again, I've been talking about a sort of somewhat chaotic track. There it is, why Finland should probably win Eurovision 2023. Let me know your thoughts, and let's cha-cha-cha all the way to Liverpool. Until next time, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and hopefully my next video won't be quite so slipshod. Until next time, bye for now.